Hello, welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be focusing on the landscape, both from the front yard and the backyard. So I wanted to show you this clip to show you how the front yard used to look. It was extremely overgrown. There was a lot of plants that I could not identify, tons of weeds in the yard. I think some of these weeds started small and then grew into these major pieces of whatever it is. And then on the side of that house, you really could not walk on the side of the house at all. There was just no accessibility to the back. So that was imperative to clean that all up so that we can see what was going on with the side of the house. And so this is just pictures to show you all these beautiful ornamental trees. Unfortunately, all these trees were growing into all the utilities underneath. So I first started off with a plan, boxwoods and limelights, and then different types of limelights. And that's essentially what I end up doing, hydrangeas. And then on the side, I decided to do the same thing. No trees, just hydrangeas because I didn't want anything to grow into my soil. All right, so we're starting today. This is my flower bed right here, or what I've determined to be my flower bed. And, the contractors, of course, they're a little bit, not a little bit, but they just leave all their junk and then they leave it inside the dirt. Even though there's perfect concrete that they could just put all of the building materials. In fact, in the back of my house, there's a huge concrete pad that they could put all their building materials. All right, so I got one bed, what is this stuff called? Weed barrier down. Then I started running drip. So I have the 1/2 inch going over to this bed, and then I've got to get the 1/2 inch drip tube to go around the edges all the way around to the front of the bed. And then you have a 1/4 inch, and a 1/4 inch is going to feed each of the planter boxes. So as you see, I have a 3-way splitter, then it comes up through the box, and then I have this 1/4 inch poly with emitters I believe this is every 6 inches. Yeah, that's every 6 inches. And then one line is coming in this direction. I need to do a split off. This tree my contractor is taking, the dead one right here. The live one on the side of the house right there, I'm digging out in November. So anyways, come down this way. Then I put another splitter in back there, a 3-way. Then it comes up, and then it has an emitter feeding this one. The same thing would happen to the other pot. And as you can see, I have the 3-way ready. So you see the 3-way and then the 6 inch, so it creates like a loop right there. And then I have to clean out the planter bed. So I cleaned all of them out except this one. This is the last one. I don't know what's in this stuff. You see there's cigarette butts. So I'm completely taking out all of the soil and whatever it's in there. So anyways, that is going to have a 3-way, and it's going to go up. And then this is going to go around here and then feed this one. This one I've already cleaned out. I've also cleaned the holes out and got the 3-way on there as well. This bed. And this bed I have to continue doing the weed barrier in this bed right here. And that's going to go all the way around to the front here. And then on the edges, so this edge around the loop down here and all the way down the line are all going to be boxwoods. And then in the center is all going to be hydrangeas. But I'm putting the weed barrier so I could just peel the rest of this grass. I did till the soil, but the tiller broke on me right here, so I wasn't able to get this area. But I did till the soil on both sides. So the soil is tilled on this side as well. Okay, so I wanted to film before I go too far. So over here, I have the boxwoods laid out. And I went to Home Depot because I didn't make it to my local nursery in time. So I only were able to snag these ones up. But mind you, I'm still going to have some that goes around here. And then later on, we're going to fix the brick. But right now, no. So anyways, the boxwoods are going to go in. I've already started planting on this side. I'm going to continue my way down. I am not going to have 2 more here. That's the reason why there's a gap. And then there's some more along the side. I have a gap right here because, again, I didn't have enough. And not only is it going to go right here, it's going to go up the walkway on both sides. But I am in the process of planting. I've already started the containers. I got purple over here. I got pink. Okay, this is day 2 of doing all the landscaping. So, I mean, it takes much longer than you think. Like I said, I wasn't able to snag so many boxwoods. Got the hydrangeas planted. There's 1, 2, 3, and a little lime right here. My hydrangeas are looking pitiful because they were sitting in their nursery pots, and hopefully now that they're out in the ground, they can do a lot better. But the reason why you see water is because I turned on the irrigation. So this bed has an irrigation system set up on this side of the house, and as you see, I have not cleaned over here as of yet. And so I'm using this Orbit one. So hopefully it gets water tomorrow morning. We'll see how that works out. Each of the pots I planted up, these, I think they're called rum something. I don't know. I just be grabbing stuff and a center plant. So hopefully the buds will start to flourish, and that will look really beautiful there. The next pot I'm actually pretty proud of. I think that looks really nice. Really pretty. And then on this side, as you see, I also ran my drip, and everybody's getting nice amounts of water. I'm not going to cover this probably for a while, just so that I can see for the next couple of days how the drip irrigation is doing. But everything is getting lots of water. This one is not planted because there's nothing but concrete on this corner, so I'm gonna have to figure out something going on there. This is just all the extra stuff and madness. I mean, it looks like it's soaking all the way through because water is dripping out, so this must be getting a fair share amount of water. You can see the emitters. Move it closer to the plant though. It's the thing, you gotta play around with it until you get it exactly how you want it. But I think I'm gonna put these in the box, and then anyways, it shoots over here, so this root ball is gonna get plenty of water. I just manually turned it on up here so I can just make sure that I am getting water. And as you can see, the water is dripping. And then the same thing over here, I can see that water is coming out. But I really think I'm gonna put this in here in the center and just let it go ham and get a nice good soak in each of the planter boxes. I really like this combination right here. This is like the best combination, like the planter box, everything. But this one, as you can see, there are no buds and it looks dead. I am going to break off some of these and see if I still have life. I'm gonna cut it and see if I still have life, any of the branches. But I am going to be using hydrogen peroxide diluted with some water in my watering can in order to see if it's still alive. I've been also cleaning off, you know, all of my tools to make sure. Let's see, do we have, I want to get it right above a bud. That's all wood. Let me see, scrape. It's so much easier. So it looks like I do have some green down there. So I don't know if it's completely dead, but we'll see. So I'm going to use the hydrogen peroxide solution on that particular one. I'm going to make sure I clean these off before I use them on any other ones, because obviously I don't want to transfer whatever this has, I'm hoping it's fungi and it can be resolved. So I'm just gonna move that out of the way and water it at the base, and hoping that this kills any fungus infection if it is one. So that takes care of that one. There's another one that I thought was rebounding on this side. Last week it had green and then it completely died out. So I'm just going to put in it here as well. So hopefully that won't be a problem. All right, so it's a whole nother day. It's overcast. It doesn't look good. It looks like it was going to rain all day today, but it never did. So I'm just going to mulch up this area, skipping this little mound thing because there is a stump underneath there. So I'm skipping that. I'm gonna mulch all of this. I bought 10 bags or 14 bags and it definitely was not enough, so I had to go back and buy some more. I bought extra just to make sure, and so I mulched up over there. Just got to hit this area right here, and obviously over there. I bought 4 bags, and 4 bags, 4 bags only filled up that much space for this area right here. I bought 4 bags over here, I bought 4 bags over there, and 4 bags on the other side, and it just definitely was not enough. So we're about to get after this and see what's going to go on. I do have a new hydrangea for that area right there because that one unfortunately did not survive. All right. Okay, so I think the area is looking very nice. Of course, you know, you can still see the utilities, but I think it looks a lot better. Again, this is a tree stump underneath here. I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that situation. There's an extra bag, couple of bags on the porch of mulch, and then what we're gonna do is take care of the dead one, and then we're gonna plant a brand new one. This is still a limelight. This is just a small one where I could get my hands on. This one has a 6 to 8 foot spread. If I can just get the card open here, 6 to 8 foot spread, just like the ones that are already here. And these are spaced out pretty far. Ooh, I tripped over that one. They're spaced out pretty far away from one another, so that they'll have a lot of room. This is all the same mulch. It's just that some of the bags were really wet, the ones that were sitting on top of the pallet versus the ones that were sitting towards the bottom. But anyways, it will dry and it'll all look the same. And even so, I'll just have a weird pattern mulch. And then over here, this is all nice mulched up. That is the cord power that powers my lamp. So the electrician has to connect it up. There goes the connection point over there. Everyone is looking nice and good. I have a lot more new growth on this side. This side was looking a little bald, so I'm glad to see there's some new growth going on at the bottom here. This is the other one that it's not looking so hot, not looking good at all. I took all the leaves off. I am not seeing any life, like zero, zilch. But I am planting this one here. This looks pretty good and healthy. A lot of growth on it, very thick. So I want to get this in the ground. Okay, so today is a little bit of a gross day. It's been raining all day. So I haven't ran drip to this one as of yet. It's just been raining, so no emergency on that. So I got all of the, mulch in. This tree is going to be dug up and put on the front porch. And then these are the new ones that I have to put in. So to fill up that space, I have one right here. I have some on the inside as well, 4 of them. You can't really see that one over there. The same thing on this side. I have to plant these ones. I have to plant these over here as well. So I was able to find some of my local Home Depot or Lowe's, and then I found these are mums, and then this is a grass right here, I think purple grass, and I just plopped them in right now. Nothing special about it. This is where my doorbell is. I was, I got to figure this out. I can move this a little bit more so over here, and the same thing on the other side as well. But when you come up the stairs, you won't be able to see the planters. That's the whole purpose. So I think really it comes down to relocating the mailbox. I just don't know where relocating that to. There goes the other Japanese maple, and then the one that I was just pointing out will go right here. I cleaned off the front porch. There was wood and all this other stuff, so I had to get that cleaned off. The mums actually opened up, so just like you see the mums over there, they came in all budded up, and then they will open up with proper watering. So they seem to be happy. Vinica seems like it's happy. Oh, okay, this is just the old flowers that, I just need to clean those off. And then the mums over here seem to be very happy as well. These have opened up, and these were $2. I think those look very nice, and I don't need too much. I think that looks really good. And then I just had to clean this one up a little bit because it was getting out of control. So I think the beds are coming along. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to put something in these right now. I have the drip, it's not tapped in as of yet. There's lines going through in this bed, so I can tap it in. But I'm just trying to figure it out. So that's where we are. Now this is just a view of the front of the house. Look how clean and crisp it looks. I put some LED night lights in, and now this is how the view looks at night. Now we're going to focus on the backyard. It looks like a jungle back there. There's tons of debris that was left by the previous owner and the renters. So I inherited some renters, but they ended up moving out shortly after I bought the place. And we had somebody come in, cut down all these trees. Now you can have access to the side of the house. But that was a big thing. It's starting to cut down a lot of trees and really focus on the healthy ones and get rid of the things that are unhealthy. This is the before and after of things that we cut down. We also decided to cut down trees that were growing into the brick wall. And then I also decided to get rid of that brick wall because it just looked ugly and it was falling apart. But I wanted to highlight just the oak tree and then all these other small trees and bushes and weeds just to be pulled out and go away. I need a blank slate. So as you can see, that's the sign that's saying, please keep my beautiful oak tree. And then what we end up having to do to get to the stumps, we had to remove the fence from our neighbor and then remove all of those tree stumps and then rebuild it. So they just laid down the side yesterday. It's been raining today, but I think the backyard looks tremendously better. And then this is all the junk that was in the yard. Now mind you, we've done several cleanings of the yard. So this is like random concrete over here, some tree stumps, trees, and there were bricks in there. That's just a pallet that the stuff was sitting on. That's a blow-up mattress. That's some other trash right there. So yeah, it's just a pile of randomness, like all this different trash that was just sitting in the backyard. I'm really happy with the before and after. You see how sod and cleaning up the yard makes everything look clean, crisp, and now we have a walkway that you can get to the back. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next video.